Morning, everybody. Welcome. Happy Sunday to you. Welcome. I am your host and pilot, Uncle B. We are taking a flying tour around Malta. I'm just going to go ahead and put in. We want to make this over here our destination, but what we're gonna do. Let's just add some stuff in. Do that while we're waiting on folks to come in. There we go. Oops. Make sure we try to get all these points of interest. Well, we can tour around here. Just wait and see who all pops in. We'll get started here in a little bit. We're not in a particular hurry. But once we get to the I'm not sure how it's pronounced. Those cliffs, we're going to come back in and we're going to request landing back here at our departure airport. There's only the one airport in the area. So we're not going to go anywhere else. We're just going to fly around here. Just going to take our time. No, we're no rush. Yeah, there's no POIs over here. Not sure what there really would be to see over here. Or even on this looks pretty barren, whatever this is. Yeah, maybe a few. Wow, some kind of a pool there. Almost looks like a resort of some kind, maybe. I don't know. Must be. Anyway, that's our plan for today. Once we land and we'll wrap things up, and we'll be back tomorrow in the Junkers 52, heading from Jodhpur to Agra. It's a straight shot, 270 nautical miles. So we will get that done. That'll be leg 20. The plan for this week will be posted later today. We're on the Discord, what we got coming up this week. So, yeah. Should be good. So I'm just going to wait a little bit longer. Not that anybody's going to be flying with me, but I just want to see if anybody's going to pop in. Say hello. We'll wait about 6 more minutes. All right, let's go ahead and spawn it. I don't know who might pop in, but we'll find out, I guess, in a little bit. Oh. Yeah. How you doing, Ventral Squid? Nice to see you here. Yeah, it should be a nice little flight. Yeah. Oh, we need to go ahead and gas up just in case. And we'll have a full tank of gas, just to be on the safe side. Go. This is dialing some, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's not too bad. We'll do that, and then if we have to, taxing over that way. Oh, come on, really? There we go. Finally got that dealt with. This thing's raring to go. I'm not even... Oh, really? You gotta be kidding me. let's go. It might be a quiet day in the chat. I don't know. That's the hard part about streaming sometimes. You just never know when we're going to get a lot of people in or we're going to get one person in and that's it. For some reason, people still do not want to chat in the chat. So I don't know what else to do. Put out a schedule, but I know people have other priorities, so like I said, they can watch it later on, I guess. It is what it is. Oh, well, hello, Planet Neutral. Welcome. We are heading around Malta here. Take off and head over and check out the scenery. It's a nice relaxing flight. Oh, now look, all of a sudden 6 viewers. Okay. Oh, got ad break. Sorry. We're just heading around Malta basically today. Nothing fancy. Just gonna have a nice relaxing flight around Malta. Check out some points of interest, and we're gonna come back and land at the same airport. We're done. Not sure how long the flight will be for today, but we're just gonna 6 ads. Oh, sorry. I don't know why there would be 6 ads. That seems kind of weird. I tried to break it up so that it was yeah, I've tried to, I thought it was spaced out. I don't know, I'm going to have to look again, but I thought I spaced it out, but for some reason maybe it's not saving correctly. I'll have to check that later on. Okay. Not sure why 6 ads would suddenly pop up, but it seems a bit weird. Okay. Hello, Planet Neutral. Sorry about that. I made affiliate, and I've trying to run some ads to get some more money coming into the channel. I don't know why 6 ads suddenly came up. So I apologize about that. I will try to have to look at that and see what's what. So I apologize. I don't know why that happened. Alright, there we are. Make our way towards our first area here. Thank you, appreciate that. Yeah, it was kind of a surprise it happened all of a sudden, but yeah, the ad thing, I gotta figure out why it's not working correctly. Or I don't know if it's like when I stop my streams that it just automatically rolls over. Possibly. I don't know how it's supposed to work, but yeah. Alright, so there's our first waypoint right over to our right a little bit. So there's 3 forts in this area, so I'm guessing like originally, you know, they were there to basically keep the port area secure. One fort on the right, 2 on the left. I don't know if this area is like an addition to the island or if it was natural. I would have thought there would have been a fort out here as well. Maybe there was back in the day, but it's not there anymore. So yeah, there's the first one right there. Pretty decent size too. Fort St. Angelo. We'll come back around here a little bit. And we're at our altitude here. We'll start cruising along. So I'll try to keep an eye out if it shows that the ads popped up, or if I'm saying something and you don't hear it, just put it in the chat for me to repeat it, and I'll try to do that so that we have people can hear what I'm talking about. I'm gonna have to really double check that, because it's gonna make, sometimes with the scenic flights especially, it's gonna make it difficult to for everybody to hear, but then I'll lose in, well, not that I'm making a lot, but you know, I'll lose the ability to get a little bit of money in. So but yeah, I'll check that out. See why it didn't this thing is really There's 2 forts on the other side there. We'll head over towards those. Oops. Looks like it's fairly flat here, so we can, altitude-wise, we can stay pretty low so we can actually see some of the... In fact, we can probably get down to 1,200 feet. So there's a fort there. That is Fort Manuel. And then this fort here, Forti. I'm not sure how it's pronounced. I could be butchering these names, quite honestly. I apologize if I am. There's this area over here. It is, looks like a business. I think this is a business tower. Yep, Porto Maso Business Tower. It looks like a. Well, it's not a super tall building. The other one looks taller than here. That one looks taller. This is. Sure what sort of business building that is or what's located there. Looks like there's a lot of resorts around here too with swimming pools and such. If you look, there's it seems like there are a lot of hotels or resorts or something here. There we go. Now we're kind of slowing down so we can catch some of the views here. We can make a couple of runs around the island. It's fine. Sometimes it's difficult to judge how much distance we're going to cover, when we're flying. Actually, we can even go across to the other island there and tour around there and then come back across. It's fine. We're in no particular rush. It seems like this wouldn't be a very long flight, I guess, after all. Yeah, there's not much to this island. That's for sure. Yeah, a lot of resorts here. Now, this was part of the Italy update, I think. Malta got covered under that a couple world updates ago. I think it was World Update 9 or 8 or 9, something like that. Or it might have been with the Iberia. I'm not sure which, but we did have. It was one of the more recent world updates. It wasn't part of America. It was one of the 2 previous ones to the second world update for America. Excuse me. Finish up coffee for the morning. Yeah, we can just head over. Let's kind of check out the scenery here. Like part of it is farming. There's some farmland there you can see. I'm not sure what they would farm, what the agricultural, what do they harvest. Oh, yeah, I have flown the other. I just try to find something a little bit slower for our scenic flight so that we can just kind of just take in the scenery and not not feel like we're going a million miles an hour. So yeah, I like the slower one, the low and slow. I prefer to just so we can kind of pick out things, and if it's like, oh, there's something interesting over there, we can you know turn it and all that. So there's this parish church of, oh, hold on a second, because the okay, there's St. Agatha's Tower, also known as the Red Tower. That's the parish church of Malaya, Melina, Malaya. I'm not sure. It looks like it's Malaya, but I could be wrong. Yeah, Malaya. Malahi? Yeah, Malahi. Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to talk a language that I am not familiar with. So, um, yeah, there's that over by that tower. Doesn't doesn't seem like it's a, when you think of churches that we've seen in the sim so far, it usually looks a lot different, more different than this, but apparently that's it. Okay. Yeah, we'll head over that way and we can come back around. Ooh, there's a big windmill right there. Yeah. Yeah, I try to make these flights nice and relaxing on a Sunday, so we're not like trying to get somewhere quickly or anything like that. It's just a nice relaxing flight and that's it. Red Tower. I imagine something different, but okay, if that's a tower, then I wonder if it used to be taller and then it's just over the years part of it was taken down. Maybe, I don't know. If they call that a tower, so be it. Not sure what it's all about. Yeah, I don't see. I don't know if who's lurking, who's watching. I mean, I've got 3 viewers, and I think some people are lurking. They're just listening or watching. They're not in the chatting mood, so that's fine. We got a port area here. Looks like from some kind of, if it's like an oil tanker or a cargo container or some kind, cargo ship. It looks like maybe cargo, but it's hard to tell because it's not really very well defined ship, so it's kind of hard to tell what's there. Seven ads? What? All right, I gonna have to check. I am sorry. I don't know why it's showing that many. Honestly, that's a bit much, but yeah, I don't know why it's that many in a row. That's a bit. I think unless it's like very short minute ads or something, maybe that's what they're doing. Just trying to get as many short ads in versus like a couple of long ones or something. I don't know. I don't know how their ad system is set up, if it's a mixture or, yeah, I really don't know. So I'm gonna have to look into that and try to figure out some sort of balance, because they are changing ad revenue for the better for the content folks to get a bit more money out of it. But I thought I spaced it out so that, on the shorter, we get, because some of these flights we don't fly for very long. We just go fly around for a little while and then we're done. But on the longer flights, when I've got like a 2.5, 3 hours, then I try to make it so that I get the best amount out of it that I can. But trying to strike that balance seems to be the difficult part. So I apologize if the ads are annoying people, and I wonder if that's probably one of the reasons why people just give up on my channel, or not give up on it, but they don't watch some of the content because they just don't want to sit through the ads. So I don't know. It's hard to what's going on. So yeah, a lot of farming here, but I wonder what would be the predominant crop. I don't know. I kind of feel like olive, or olives for olive oil, maybe grown here. Um, yeah, I don't really know. Maybe grapes, maybe, I don't know. Because some of the areas, usually you think of some of these spots would be like for wineries, but maybe not. It's hard to tell. I should have looked up what the dominant crop is here in these areas. That's an interesting street. I should have done some research to have some kind of idea of what to tell people. Some of these areas are somewhat defined and some of them are not, and maybe it's just the way that what they're working with might not, it might make it difficult for them to put in a handcrafted area or something. Maybe, I don't know. We'll head back over. It may not be a super long stream today. Tomorrow it's going to be a couple hours at least. 270 nautical miles from Jodhpur to Agra, Agra, A-G-R-A. I'm not sure if, again, I might be butchering names and such, so I apologize in advance if I'm butchering languages. That's leg 20 of 32 heading to Indonesia, the former KLM route. I'll be flying the Junkers 52. The multiplayer will be on if you want to join in. You're more than welcome to. 7:10 Eastern, 11:10 UTC, 12:10 UK. We'll get started. Cliff area here. I wonder if we'll go cliff diving. Wow, that looks pretty steep. And I don't know, maybe cliff diving off here might not be such a good idea. It's a pretty far drop. You got to really jump out to make sure you're well clear of the shoreline. Not sure I'd want to take my chances. Let's see, next Sunday's Scenic flight, let me take a look here. I think we'll be in, let's see, that's the 17th. Oh, yes. We will be in the Cessna 172 float. We are going to take off from Long Lakes and head to Boston. 34, 23, 44. So we're just going to follow those VORs and have a nice takeoff and landing on water again. Yeah, Monday through Saturday, I do have multiplayers open. Mondays and Wednesdays are the flights going towards Indonesia. Tuesdays we have jetliner regional props, regional jets, business jets, that sort of thing. Thursdays and Fridays is going to be general aviation stuff. We were doing military aviation, but because a lot of the people who are part of my who want to join in and fly with me, they don't have a lot of the same aircraft that I do. So we're going to do general aviation stuff where we're going to fly stuff that everybody has access to. The Cessna 172 float plane will be for next Sunday, but that's not going to be a multiplayer flight. Sundays is just my Scenic flight, no multiplayer or anything, but Monday through Saturday is multiplayer days. So for Thursday and Friday will be general aviation. Saturdays, I call it Lightning Saturday. I fly a P-38. Sometimes I fly a Spitfire. And we're heading across, we're on the West Coast. We just got to Oregon yesterday from Idaho. We're visiting former Army Air Corps airfields on the West Coast, and we're going to kind of make our way across America, finding these old Army Air Corps fields that were used during World War II. Some places no longer exist completely. Other places have been turned into regional airports or Air Force bases when the Army Air Corps and the air parts changed over to the Air Force, and the Army and the Air Force were separate entities. So, Sundays. Well, for Sundays, because I'd like to have just me fly so I can show, because if we're on a server, if there's a lot of people, it kind of distracts from points of interest, I think. But the rest of the week, anybody, if you want to join in, you're more than welcome to. It's just that I like to fly solo on Sundays, just so it's a nice. But if people want to follow, if they want to see what I'm doing and they want to follow along, then they're more than welcome to. But yeah, because there's been times where the multiplayer servers are just really saturated with people, so it's very difficult to pick things out, and so yeah, I just don't want to be distracted by that. So yeah, but I figure 6 out of the 7 days, I think that's a pretty decent amount of time. So And I didn't used to have, I didn't have multiplayer on for quite some time, and then, you know, because there's people who want to fly and they just, so I'm trying to encourage people like, hey, just a few hours, just come and enjoy the flight. You know, it's not. And I try, if people have questions or something's not working, I try to help them out, and so that they, you know, can enjoy the flight and everything. So, but I try to find things that everybody has access to, whenever possible, which is fine. I don't, you know, I've kind of changed the theme of my channel a bit in order to help people fly, you know, just to come in and, you know, just enjoy it and, you know, relax and that. So it's like some kind of mining around here. There's a couple spots like that around these islands, it seems. But that's why I try to show the flight plan ahead of time, like even on Sundays. So if people want to, you know, hop into the sim themselves and fly along, or just pick their own plane and do their own flight, you know, more than welcome to do that. Golden Bay. Huh. I guess maybe the sands are like golden color or something. Maybe gold was brought through here. Who knows? Yeah, sometimes the flights on Sundays are a bit longer. Sometimes they're fairly short. It's just kind of hit and miss. Um, you know, because you know a lot of what I try to do is I try to find areas that we've never flown before. You know, interesting places that most people may never get a chance to see in real life. I mean, this isn't like the perfect representation, but I think it's close enough that people can get an idea of what the island of Malta looks like, and all that. You know, that maybe if they could, well, I was the opposite. I didn't want a group flight, but then my friend Mick, who may be lurking here, I don't know, he's got the sim, but he's, you know, he's not used it very much. So I said, well, what if we do a if I put on the multiplayer, would you like to join? And he's like, yeah. So we, you know, he's joined every so often. Sometimes he can't for various reasons, and other times he's like, yeah, I'll be there. And you know, for him, it's just that he gets to practice the flying and all that. You know what? I think there was something else back here. I'm gonna swing back around just to make sure we didn't miss anything before we so then I thought about it. I'm like, well, if people want to fly and just want to just come in and get some hours in, just so that, you know, they can, that way they can try different planes and just, you know, learn how to fly them. That's the key. So like I'll start my stream at 7:10, but we don't start flying until at least 20 minutes after that, so that people have time to come in, and if they're having issues or whatever, we got time to sort things out. And then so yeah, we try to do that. Oh, there's a national estate. Oh, we did miss something over there. Yep. All right, we'll go over that way then. Kind of felt I know there was another point of interest that I thought we had missed, so yep, there it is. More into the exploring than the flying agent. Yeah, well, some people that's their thing, and other times it's just that there's a plane that they like that they just want to get comfortable flying. You know, like my friend Mick is, you know, he's got a Spitfire and he's struggled with it, but I said just if you want to fly it, fly it. It's fine. So sometimes on Saturdays he'll fly that. Sometimes um, he'll fly something else. But you know, I told him I said, if fly whatever you think you want to fly, and you know, try to help out. Yeah, most see that was when I first started streaming. Everybody wanted to see the A320 flights, and I'm just like, okay, I did them for a while, and it's like there's not much to it. You take off, you hit the autopilot, and then it flies itself the entire way. There's not much challenge to it. But general aviation, even though most GA planes have an autopilot system, I only use it so that way we're at a decent altitude so we can see some of the scenery, and it allows me to fly out here, and I just only adjust the heading, so it just makes it easier for me to do this stuff. Like this Tuesday we'll be in the A320 going from what was it, Cape Town to Johannesburg. So we'll do that flight. So if people want to join in on that, they're more than welcome to. You know, there's different, you know, some people just, they'll never go into a jetliner. They're like, nope, not interested. Some people are like, yeah, I'll give it a shot because I haven't flown a jetliner in a while. So sure, why not? Mosta Parish? Wow, look at that. Very interesting architecture for that church. Where's that other? Oh, it's over there. That stadium. But yeah, I tried it. What I wanted to do was just I wanted themes so that way people, you know, it was something different throughout the week. Initially, Thursdays was military aviation, but again, that, you know, because most people don't have the planes that I have, it's kind of, you know, when I started thinking about the multiplayer thing, this wasn't going to work. So I decided Thursdays and Fridays will be just general aviation stuff, but it's all going to be planes that everybody, if they have the base game, everybody's got access to the same stuff. Yeah. Well, like I did, like the first long stream I did was New Year's Eve. I went from Heathrow to JFK in the 747. And then I did a flight from JFK to Frankfurt, and it was very long. You know, I was telling another friend of mine who I game with on the Xbox that the problem was that, you know, initially when I did a flight in the A320, I think I went from San Francisco to Savannah, Georgia, something like that. And I had people come in saying, you need to speed the plane up. I said, no, the plane's flying itself and it's operating at the correct speed. No, it's not. No, it's not. You're crazy. No, you need to speed it up. No, I'm not speeding up the plane. It's flying at the speed it's supposed to. Hold on, that is what? St. Paul's Cathedral and the other one. Interesting. What's the other one? Medina Old City. Oh, okay. Huh. So I had to look it up, and I said, well, here's the thing. When the plane is at 37,000 feet, it's going to look like, oh. Yeah, I've been to Hilton Head. Yeah, okay, sorry. Yeah. All right, I'll have to look at that. I apologize. I don't know how many ads are going to be played at any given time, but I think they're all like minute ads, if I'm not mistaken. So so I said, the thing is, when a plane's up that high, it appears like it's moving slow, but it's going fast. It's flying at the speed it's supposed to be flying at. It just doesn't look like it is. So I said, there's no point in trying to speed the plane up. It's flying the way it's supposed to be flying. No, and even I said, if you have a car or when a plane's close to the ground, it appears like it's going very fast. But when it's high up, if you're on the ground, you look up, the plane still looks like it's going slow. That's just science. But there were some people who were like, no, you're wrong. Okay, well, then you're telling me science is wrong. But yeah, I can't do the long flights. It's just too much for me by myself. 4 hours I think is reasonable. I can do that, but anything else is just too much for me to do. So, more cliffs over here. It's weird because it doesn't seem like this area is very... It's not high in altitude, but it is kind of, I think. Yeah. Yeah, but people were arguing that, I was crazy for not wanting to speed the plane up. And I'm like, no, I'm not speeding. There's no way for me to speed the plane up. It's flying the way it's designed to fly at the speed it's meant to fly at. That's just how it is. Yeah, I've had some really early on, some of the viewers were just very combative. They wanted to argue, and then they got mad when I basically told them, that their questions or whatever were like ridiculous. Write your name. What do you mean? I don't know. I don't know what you mean, vengeful squid. Oh. Yeah, sorry. I will look into that. I'm trying to get some revenue out of it. I don't expect to be a millionaire or anything like that. But yeah, if it's like 5 or 6 ads in a row, but I think they're like short ads, like, minute ads. So they're trying to get as many short ads in. Skywriting. Oh, no. I don't think there's any smoke on this one. No. There's no... Well, wait a minute. Is there? No. There's no smoke. Sorry. It's not really a stunt plane. It's just it's a bush flying plane. On the Kitfox. I know there's some planes that have the smoke, but I never really tinkered with it. And I don't think I could do it with just a standard Xbox controller. Yes, there is, I think one of the, MiGs from Deimos has smoke. There's a couple that have it. Some of the biplanes have it that are like stunt, like racing biplanes or whatever. They do have it. But I've never really used it, so I don't know what it looks like. I don't think skywriting, with my standard controller, there's no way I can do it. It would just look like a hot mess. So, no. Yeah, there's Malta. This is it. Not a huge island, to be honest. I mean, I think flying over it, you can go from end to end in like maybe less than half an hour. Yeah, that's a lot of people have said that you won't make much money out of it. What I've said is if once I get enough money, one because I can't touch anything until I at least get $100 together. But once I do that, or once I get that and I move it over to my bank account, then I can use that for other planes. But now the problem is if I'm going to have multiplayer flights, if I buy planes that other people don't have, then how can I fly it? That's the other part. You know, so it's like trying to have some kind of a balance. Where people who want to come in and fly with me can, and it's a plane that, you know, that they can keep up with me, kind of thing. Otherwise, it's going to be very, it's not going to be much fun. So it's trying to find that balance. Now, it may just be that, on a Sunday, well, yeah, but I'm trying to make it where people can come in and fly and enjoy it and learn, but also, I'm trying, if I get a new plane, I want to fly it, but it's trying to find that middle ground, you know. Or does it mean that on a Sunday, for instance, we don't do a scenic flight? I will fly a new plane off of the outside of the multiplayer so that I can show people it, showcase it a bit, and then, maybe that way. I don't know. I don't know what would be the best course of action, I guess. But that's my plan. That's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's the other thing too. On here, we don't have mods like that. We don't have the. It looks like it used to be an air base. It almost looks like an airfield right here. Like there's almost like a runway, but that's not. It's like irrigation or something, or yeah. Okay. It almost looked like a runway from the sky, but it's like a runoff area for water or something. Maybe some kind of a. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. Well, but see, the other thing again is not everybody. I'm trying to get, if I can get people that have, like, I know the X Cub came with the game of the year, but we'll get there. But it's like trying just to get people coming in to fly, and then we can start trying different planes that everybody has access to. That's the. But on I don't generally fly the Kitfox during the week. I use it for Sundays because it's a nice slow plane and I can do the scenic stuff. Because not everybody wants this plane. They may have the X Cub is, I think, with the Game of the Year thing, but most people haven't touched it yet. They're just still kind of getting their feet wet with other planes, and so it's like trying to get people to step into other aircraft so that way they can learn different planes and how they work and all that. So, but I get what you're saying, Planet Neutral. I appreciate it. I'm trying to find that nice medium, I guess, middle ground where it's more about that people come in and just enjoy the flying, and if they have questions or they're stuck or whatever, that we have time to do all that, learn all that stuff. So, and some people, there's one plane in particular that they love flying, and they don't want to fly anything else. And it's, I think that's just how it is sometimes. All right, let's tell them we're coming in for landing. There's only one nearby airport. Well, I get what you're saying, and I've tried that, and the the difficult part is, um, when I discovered that there's people who they're like, oh, I really want to fly, but they're not sure, you know, they're worried about making mistakes or whatever. So I said, well, okay, then we can do this, and that way you can learn to fly. So, but I've tried. This is the problem, right? I've tried doing stuff that makes me happy, and then what happens? I get nothing but grief for it. How dare you not want to fly the A320? What is wrong with you? I demand to see the A320 and nothing else. If you fly anything else, I'm going to be pissed. That's how it comes across. So I've tried to change it where it's more about the people, if they want to come in and fly, because I would get a lot of questions. Well, why don't you, what server are you on? I'm not on a server. Well, why aren't you on a server? So it's like, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't, no matter what. You know, and I'm not a great pilot. I just tried to do the best I can. You know, I know I'm not perfect. You know, so, but that's how it was in the beginning. Oh, when are you going to fly the A320? You need, and then it was also demands. Well, you need to fly from here to here. When are you going to fly from here to here? So then I tried viewer requested flights. No, the people who requested it, they get their one flight and then they never come back. Well, but that's, you know, I'm trying to find a way that I can help people fly, and that, because it also helps me, because a lot of times people who come in, they'll see something that I didn't think about or whatever, and so then I get to learn something, and that's a good thing. But yeah, it's I don't know. I've tried to. I'm just trying to find something that works, that, you know, if people want to come in and fly, okay, fine. Now the multiplayer's open. I may get 2 or 3 people on average that will come in and actually fly. But the people who demanded it before, were asking about it, haven't come back and flown with me. So it's like, okay, I do this, and now you can't be bothered. You know. But my friend Mick likes to fly. You know, he'll come in with me when he can and fly with me, and he likes it because he's enjoying the sim again. That's the important part, because he was struggling with it on the PC side. So now he's like, oh, it's fun now. And so that's the important part. And, you know, that for me is the good thing. And other people, if they want to come in and fly, they're more than welcome to. So I try to make it welcoming. I know it's not going to be perfect. I know some people are never going to, no matter what I do, they're never going to accept it. I get that as well. But yeah, I've tried different things, and of course it's, you know, and when I go back to, okay, I'm just going to do what I want to do, then it's like, you know, but anyway. Well, and generally that's what happens. I do have a few people who are, on average, you know, like long-term viewers. You know, like my friend Mick was the first one. Once I made affiliate, he subscribed to my channel. So he's an absolute founding member. And then a few other people joined in. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's fine. It was a little high for cutting off the engine. Little bounce, little bounce. We're gonna turn off right. Yeah, let's open it. So yeah, it's just. But again, sometimes I get 15, 20 viewers. And other times it's like I get 2 or 3 people, and even then, most people don't say anything in the chat, and it's like, okay, well. Or I've taken off and like nobody's in the chat for like an hour and a half, and I'm doing a 3-hour flight. And I'm talking to myself, you know. So, though I absolutely do enjoy having my friend Mick fly with me, you know, and he's enjoying it. That's the key. I absolutely love helping him out. Anybody else, and I do like that aspect of it. I tell people I'm not a subject matter expert, but if I can help you and you enjoy it, then that's what I'll do. So. Okay. So, no, I have enjoyed that. I like to help people learn. That's what I enjoy the most. So if people can come in and they're like, okay, I got this, and I try to walk people through everything, and as long as they're learning, or like, oh, I didn't even think, and again, sometimes I learn from other people, and that's good. So, anyways, we are going somewhere, over somewhere else. But yeah, we're gonna park, and we'll let's see, Matt GZD. I'm not sure who that is, but thank you for the follow. I just saw that. So yeah, we're gonna wrap things up here once we are parked at our little parking spot. Wrap things up for the day, and we'll be back tomorrow. Well, I do want, people from all over have, I encourage people like, hey, if you want to fly with me, you're more than welcome to. If you want to do part of the flight, the whole flight, whatever, like when I do my flight from Jodhpur to Agra tomorrow, Jodhpur to Agra tomorrow, if they want to do the whole 270 nautical miles, they can. If they only want to do half of it, it's fine. Just like when I fly with Captain Arish, who he's doing an around the world tour in the Cessna 172. You can fly whatever plane you want on his stream when he's, if you join him. But he flies in a Cessna 172. So if you want to learn Cessna 172 stuff, you can fly along with him in that plane, and you can learn a whole bunch of stuff from him. But it's also, there was one person who was like, but I want to fly the Concorde. The runways could not handle for takeoff or landing the Concorde. And it's like, well, do you think this is like an appropriate plane for this flight? Well, but if I crash, who cares? Well, but don't you want to learn something from the flying? To improve as a pilot. But some people, they're not interested in that. They fly whatever, and it's just like, if they don't make it the whole way, they don't care. And it's like, okay, fine, but at least, wouldn't it be nice if you made the whole flight and landed and parked it and shut the plane down? Wouldn't that bring something more to the experience? But no, if whoever wants to fly with me can. I don't care. It's more, if that's what you want to do, anybody's welcome. I try to be that, and we're not going to be in voice chats or anything, so it's not like you got to be, oh, I don't know about my. We're not doing that. Just if you want to come in and fly, you're more than welcome to come in and fly. So that's the plan. That's the idea. But I think I'll stick with this sort of plan for now until for the time being. But I also I do fly stuff like, and that's one of the great things when I fly with Captain Marish. If there's a plane that I want to fly and I don't want to fly the 172, I don't have to, and I'll take off, and it's fine. Land. I'll go fly along and look at everything. The scenery and whatnot. That's I like to do that too. So, would I fly a Concorde in his flights? No, because you're going to be up at 60,000 feet. How is anybody going to watch you? Why would I go all? Okay, I see what happened here. We're just going to go to the end of the road. Why would I go all the way over there to? That doesn't make any sense. All right, you know what? We're just going to cut across here. Sometimes the taxi thing is just a bit weird. Yeah, we're not going to go all around the whole airport. But yeah, a lot of my changes of the channel happened because I started flying with Captain Marish. So not that I'm trying to mirror everything he does. It's just that I look at what he does and I'm like, okay, that sounds like a good idea. Like my flight that started in Amsterdam and is heading to Indonesia. Part of that was influenced by him doing this around the world flight in the Cessna 172. Even though we're flying in a 1930s aircraft, we're going to places that this is where they generally stopped at in the 1930s, and seeing the different airports that they landed there that are either no longer in existence or have turned into military airfields. So trying to get information, it's very difficult sometimes, because if I use SkyVector, for instance, there's no I can't get airport information because it's a military airbase. All right, there we go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's interesting. I just saw that. Huh, okay. Cool. So yeah. Let me put my time in. I have my own tracker because I can't trust the in-sim flight tracker. I've lost hours. So yeah. Let me just put this stuff in and I'll be right back to the chat so I don't forget. There we go. Perfect. All right. Well, I'm on the Xbox, so whatever updates come, it's when I get the updates that are released. So yeah, there was an update some time ago. I think I've rated this, but I'll have to look to make sure I've rated the plane in the marketplace. I think I did do that, but I'll have to check. And I also need to check the ad thing. I have to do that too. But anyway, that's going to do it for today, folks. Thank you for. It's only 47 minutes, but it's a nice flight. Some nice scenery and everything. So I will be back tomorrow in the Junkers 52. We are departing from Jodhpur heading to Agra. 270 nautical miles. If you want to come in. Oh, well, yeah. It's thanks, Ventral Squid. If it's in the update, the content thing, then I will check. But otherwise, there's no way for me to update it from anywhere else planet neutral on the Xbox. That's the drawback. On the PC side, you guys can probably get the updates a lot quicker. If there is one, it may not come to this Thursday. The PC side gets it usually a lot quicker than we do on the Xbox. We have to wait till Thursday for it to come out, unless they push it out. Sometimes Microsoft will do that on a Monday. They won't wait till Wednesday, but I I just try to follow along with the best I can with the way that the Xbox is set up. Anyway, I will see you all tomorrow morning. If you want to fly, I start the stream at 7:10. I will be at the departure airport. If you want to, follow me on Discord. There's a link in the description. If not, here's what I'll do. Hold on just a second. I will put in the link to the Discord if you want to come in and hang out. There's no chat or anything. It's just information only. So that way, if you wanted, I post the schedule for the week. If I'm not flying that day for any reason whatsoever, I will post in there. But usually, if within an hour, if I'm not streaming, chances are the stream has been canceled. And sometimes it may just be that there's problems with Xbox Live and stuff like that. So anyway, do enjoy the rest of your Sunday morning, afternoon, evening, early Monday, depending on where you are in the world. I have been and always shall be your host and pilot, Uncle B. Until then, peace, live long and prosper.